Hello and welcome back to part 3 of our series on cloud coffee. And I'm sure many of you are waiting for this episode because today I am going to show you how to make a cloud version of your iced coffee, this time using cold brew. I made a video tutorial on how to make cold brew coffee 5 different ways, and it has now been viewed over 3 million times. Thank you so much again for your support. And if you have not yet seen that, do check out the video link above. Today is a very similar recipe, except we are going to present it a different way. We are going to make cloud cold brew coffee. Let's talk about how to make your cold brew. Cold brew is very easy. That's why it is quite popular. And to be honest, every time I make cold brew coffee, I am so surprised how good they taste. So I am really not surprised at all why it is popular. For the cold brew, if you are using an espresso roast like what I am using here, which is dark roast, I would suggest the proportion that you use is 1:10. That means 1 part coffee and 10 parts water. Now, if you're using a slightly less dark roast, and I would suggest that you go from 1:5 to 1:8. It really depends on your coffee beans. For today, I'm going to use my dark roast coffee beans, and I'm going to use the proportion 1:10. I'm going to use 100 grams of my coffee beans, ground medium to coarse, and then I'm going to use 1 liter of room temperature water. Place it in a pitcher and refrigerate for at least 12 hours. After 12 hours, make sure you strain it well, and this is our cold brew. Today, I'm going to show you 2 different types of milk. One is using my milk syrup, condensed milk and evaporated milk, 50% condensed milk and 50% evaporated milk. The second option for the milk is sugar-free. I'm going to use a liquid non-dairy creamer or light cream and pair it with plain milk of choice. This milk combination is called a few different names. In Europe or the UK, they are called half cream, and half milk. In the US, they are known as half and half, and in my part of the world, it's easy enough. Just combine them using cream and milk. You can also use heavy cream, and that is for sure going to stay on top of your drink. So combining these 2, half and half, and you froth it, you can see that the volume of your milk is going to double. But if you're going to froth my milk syrup, condensed milk and evaporated milk, the volume does not quite double, although it gets a little bit thicker as well, but not as airy, because condensed milk is quite heavy, and the tendency is for the milk to cascade immediately down your cup. What we need here, a very special tool to make cloudy iced coffee, will be your electric milk frother, which is handheld. Can we froth cold brew coffee like we can with instant coffee and also your espresso? So cold brew coffee can also be made frothy or cloudy. So this is how it looks like. Ice into my cup here, and then pour my cloudy cold brew coffee. You can taste every note, and this one is a delicious blend. It's also quite strong. I would suggest that you don't use any sugar when you're making cold brew coffee. Now, the reason why you don't add any more water in here is because we're putting a lot of ice, so the ice is the water in this case. Delicious. For the recipe today, I'm going to use 500 ml or 16 ounces cups. Next, let's make iced cloud cold brew latte. Prepare your cold brew about 120 to 150 ml. Fill your cup with ice, pour your cold brew coffee over, and then your frothed milk on top. This one is using my milk syrup. Stir, and you get this lovely looking iced cloud cold brew latte. For the next 4 drinks, I'm going to use my half and half instead of my milk syrup. We are going to make iced cloud cold brew cappuccino. Fill your serving cup with ice, your cold brew over, 120 to 150 ml depending on the strength of your coffee, and then pour your frothed half and half cream over. Sprinkle with cocoa powder on top, and this is your iced cloud cold brew cappuccino. Next drink, it is Ice Cloud Cold Brew Caramel Macchiato. Fill your serving cup with ice. Pour your cold brew coffee over 120 to 150 ml. Add caramel or vanilla syrup about 15 ml. Stir to combine the syrup and the cold brew coffee, and top it up with your frothed half and half. Decorate the top with caramel sauce, and this is your Ice Cloud Cold Brew Caramel Macchiato. Drink number 5, and it is Ice Cloud Cold Brew White Chocolate Mocha. Fill your serving cup with ice, pour your cold brew coffee over, add your white chocolate syrup. You can also use regular chocolate syrup in here instead of white chocolate. Stir the white chocolate and the cold brew together, and top it up with your frothed half and half, about 45 to 60 ml of this cream. And this is your Ice Cloud Cold Brew White Chocolate Mocha. Final drink, it is Ice Cloud Cold Brew Brown Sugar Latte. Fill your serving cup with ice, pour your cold brew coffee, same amount, 120 to 150 ml. Drizzle brown sugar sauce along the sides of your cup, and then top it up with your half and half cream. And this is your Ice Cloud Cold Brew Brown Sugar Latte. I have to select which one is my favorite. My choice for this one is the cappuccino. I just love the taste of the coffee, and with just a hint of that milk. So remember that we're using a lot more cold brew coffee here than normal, so it is more cold brew and less milk. Well, there you go, 6 delicious cold brew coffee here using a different method and making them more creamy, more satisfying, and adding a lot of texture into this drink. So if you look at these drinks, they don't look as dark as an espresso iced coffee, but I can guarantee they taste absolutely delicious. In summary, even though you can froth your cold brew coffee, I would suggest that you make this a layered drink. That means instead of frothing your coffee, froth your milk, so that you get that beautiful black layer at the bottom and then the milk on top. If you have any questions at all about any of these recipes, do let me know in the comment below. I hope that this episode, 3 of them all together, part 1, making cloud coffee using espresso, part 2, making cloud coffee using instant coffee, and part 3, which is this video clip, making cloud coffee using cold brew, are useful for you. You can make this at home, impress your friends and family, or you can add them to your menu if you have a coffee shop. So that's it today. We're done. I hope that you had fun as well watching my video clips. I'll see you again next time. Thank you for watching. Ciao for now.